Welcome. Hi. How's everyone doing?
All right.
This is a new space for us this evening. I think this is the first time we've played here since I've been directing the band over the past 10 or so years. But yeah, it's cozy. It's a little warm, but I think we can make it work. Thanks for coming. My name is Dr. Joel Hunt. I am the director here of the Penn State Baron Jazz Ensemble. We just kicked it off there with a Thad Jones tune called Big Dipper. Of course, Thad Jones was the great trumpet player, arranger, composer for the Count Basie Jazz Orchestra. Went on to run and direct the Thad Jones Mel Lewis Orchestra as well. That one we heard from Reese Cullen on piano, Cameron Weller on alto sax, Oliver Brooke on trumpet, Mason Willman on tenor saxophone, and Alan Zerger also on tenor saxophone. Good morning. So this is somewhat of a special program for you. We rarely have any sort of theme in this group. We just sort of play what we feel like playing. Often we vote on tunes. But this evening we decided that we have a special occasion here, and that is that our beloved director of bands, Dr. Gary Vibrands, will be retiring this year after 25 years of service to the Baron community. So we thought that we'd do a concert sort of in tribute to him, featuring a lot of low brass and baritone saxophone and bass. Whole lot of bass in this one for sure. So yeah, I should mention also, not only did Gary establish the entire band program here back in 1999, he established this band, and he only gifted it to me essentially just 10 years ago. So I'm very appreciative of that. And we're glad that he can play with us, and we're expecting him to continue playing. Yeah, he'll be here. So yeah, in this this idea of tribute to Gary, we decided to do this one tune. In fact, last semester through Music at Noon, we brought in Jennifer Wharton's Bonegasm. That is a jazz trombone quartet with rhythm section, and one of the trombone players is Gary's old roommate from college, or
lived on the same floor in the dorm.
Yeah, and so he's a world famous trombone player named John Fedchuk. Makes a lot of really great arrangements. We're gonna play two of those tunes tonight. Of course, they feature trombone heavily. So we bought a few of those tunes, and we didn't get around to playing this one last semester. But this one is called Cellar Dweller, and it actually features the bass trombone. In this case, Gary's going to play that solo part, but not on bass trombone. What is this instrument?
This is a chimbasso.
Yeah, chimbasso.
And no, it was not invented by Dr. Seuss, though it does.
Yeah, essentially it's a valve, like rotary valve tuba.
It's a valve contrabass trombone.
Okay.
I mean, if you think about a bass trombone, the reason for the valves, like if you actually make a contrabass trombone the right length, the human arm is not long enough to do this, right? So you get a combination of thumb valves and slide. But this is an instrument that Giuseppe Verdi liked to use in his operas because he hated the tubas. You know? Now there's no accounting for personal taste, but Puccini picked up on Verdi's idea, and it is basically an old Italian street band instrument. So somehow that feels right to me.
And
but tuba players.
Mary knows you have it now, or?
No,
Oh, she doesn't.
My wife still doesn't know I own this.
Could you play us a couple?
It's not a cheap. No. But I have a feeling she's gonna find out.
Could you play us a few notes, Gary, before we hit this one?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Which one would you like?
I don't know, the low ones. So So on this next two, we're going to feature Gary Vibrands on the chimbasso. This is John Fedchuk's Cellar Dweller. Hope you enjoy.
I enjoy it.
So yeah, 2 bars at the top, then 2 on the bass. 1, 2, 1, 4 drums. One, two, three, 4, 1, 2, 3. Here, give us that trombone. That's right, Chibasa. Trombone-like instrument. Reese Cole on piano. And we are going to now play another very trombone-heavy piece, also an arrangement by John Fedchuk this time. This is a tune called Tricotism, and I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, and also I'm not sure if that's how you spell it. It's either, well, it could be spelled wrong, tricrotism, which is a condition of the arterial pulse in which there is a triple beat. So that kind of makes sense for a jazz tune. It could also be referring to tricot, which is a special kind of knitting. Yeah, I won't get into the details of that, but it's commonly used in lingerie, so maybe that's part of it too, I don't know. In any event, this is a composition by Oscar Petterford, who is a bebop bass player, originally from Oklahoma, played in New York City in the early days of bebop, so it's a really fun, sort of playful bebop tune. And yeah, it's going to feature our entire trombone section, in fact, as well as our bass player, Ryan Sakari. So I hope you enjoyed, hope you enjoyed this arrangement of Tricotism by John Fedchuk. Yeah, we'll also hear from Kent Tucker, trombone, Joe Porter as well. So lots of great solos on this one. All right, let's check it out. So yeah, just 2 times 145. on trombone, Kent Tucker on trombone, and Ryan Sakari on bass. And as always, I stopped myself from warning you in advance that was a very difficult tune, probably at the highest level, something that John Fedrock wrote specifically for his New York big band. So they put a lot of work into that. So hope you enjoyed it. Here's another, really interesting tune. This one perhaps doesn't fit our theme really in any way. The next one that we're doing here is a composition by Carla Bley called One Way. It's a really interesting tune. In fact, I played it for the band like the first day of class, and they just, as strange as the harmonies get, they decided this is definitely something we want to play. It's a ballad. It goes into sort of like a double time feel with somewhat of a gospel vibe to it. So this is, I suppose there's been somewhat of a renewal of interest in Carla Bley's music in that she just passed away last year. But really accomplished pianist and composer and arranger. Won a Guggenheim Fellowship, a variety of other awards throughout her career. So this is from the album Carla Bley Big Band Goes to Church. It was recorded live in a church in Italy in 1996. And we'll feature in this one Alan Searcher on tenor saxophone, as well as Joe Porter on trombone. And Reese Collin will play two parts at once, a combined piano and organ part, because it's a very strange tune that has both piano and organ in it. So hope you enjoy this one. It's called One Way by Carla Bley. let's not forget Oliver Brooke on those nice lead trombones. Okay, yeah. So back to our theme of some nice like bass, low bass kind of feature tunes. We'll play some more Thad Jones tunes here now. This is one again from the Thad Jones Mount Lewis Jazz Orchestra called 3 in 1. It's one of my favorite tunes, and it features this nice solo, or rather soli melody, baritone sax, trumpet, and bass. And we'll hear from Benjamin DiMatteo on Barry sax, Alan Zurcher again on tenor sax, Oliver Brooke on trumpet, Jeff Gibbons on trumpet, and Ryan Securi again on bass. This is Thad Jones, 3 in 1. You have a trade beats? Yeah. Ben goes first, Oliver goes first. There's a long pause at the coda. You quit. Mateo on baritone, Zach Searcher on tenor, Albert Brick on trumpet, and Jeff Gibbons on trumpet. And for Frank Mariander. This next tune we're going to do is a ballad, again by Thad Jones. And by the way, Thad Jones would have been 100 years old. Well, last year actually. He was born in 1923. That's kind of why we've been playing a lot of his music recently. And this is another really nice one. Maybe it's fitting. It's from the album from 1980 called Eclipse. So yeah, that happened to be an interesting coincidence there. So really, yeah, a warm, nice ballad here. We'll hear from Joe Porter again on trombone. And this one we'd like to dedicate to you, Gary V. Branson. Again, with a really nice melody, trombone feature, and
It happens to be one of my favorites.
yeah, it's a great tune. Yeah, really good tune. Yeah, well, let's hit it. Okay, yeah, it was Joe Porter on trombone. Thank you. Yeah, we just have one last tune here for you. But before we do, just wanted to recognize a couple of people. First of all, our graduating seniors. We just have 2 this semester, of course. What is Gary Vibrant's? Congratulations, Gary.
I've been a senior longer than you have.
And the other one, we've got Mason Willman here on tenor saxophone from Attica, Ohio, with a dual degree in computer science and math, which is a very impressive thing to get into. And he is going on to work in Missoula, Montana for a wildland fire research lab. So doing some computer programming and whatnot for a research lab, and then he's going off to grad school after that. So congratulations, Mason. And I guess everyone else will be here next semester, right? So yeah, and I'd also like to just thank the support here from the school. Of course, the School of Humanities and Social Sciences, our director Melanie Hetzel-Riggin, and all of the staff, the people in the office. Especially I'd like to thank Emily Casano, our program chair, who was able to just pull many strings to get our concert here moved to this space from downstairs due to a couple of conflicts. That was very helpful. Also like to thank the guests here. We have a couple of these people. Jeff Gibbons on trumpets. We've got Ken Tucker on trombone. Joe Porter on trombone. Alan Zurcher on tenor saxophone. And also Maya, who was not able to play with the band this semester, but still came in to play the concert here, which is very nice. And just, yeah, thanks to everyone for coming. It's very important to us. You know, this doesn't happen on its own. We need the support of all of you for this whole thing to keep going. And we think it's important here. So thank you very much for coming out. There's one last tune. It's a lot different from the last one. It's a Charles Mingus composition called Monin, and it's going to feature baritone saxophonist Benjamin DiMatteo as well as Alan Zurcher. And it's a little bit of a different tune. It kind of has these hard bop roots, also a little like bluesy and gospel harmonies in it. But it brings back some elements of collective improvisation, which is something that went away in early New Orleans style jazz, moving into the swing era. But the idea is that, you know, after the swing era, individuals would solo with the rhythm section. So this is a tune where a lot of people solo at the same time, and it's a little, it gets a little loud, but we like it. I hope you enjoy this one. It's Charles Mingus' Monin.
I go second.
Yeah, I go first.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah. And yes, the second, when we go to the beginning, it's all second times. So, back next semester.